I'm Nicholas Wade. I've been in law enforcement for 13 years, 10 years in Multnomah Police Department. I currently work in the juvenile unit, juvenile investigations. We have 6 detectives and 1 sergeant. I began in juvenile investigations about 6 years ago as a school resource officer at John Deere Middle School. Eventually made my way to a full-time detective in the unit. Was eventually promoted to sergeant, and now I'm the sergeant in the unit. So in the juvenile unit, we investigate any crime involving a child, whether the child would be an offender or a victim, and we investigate all sex crimes no matter the age. So those are the crimes that we investigate. We also provide 4 school resource officers to the school district. In our unit, the school resource officers are also detectives. So they not only provide a function as a school resource officer, but they also work cases. So they will, as they get experience, would also investigate sexual assault crimes, even adult crimes too. And then we have 2 full-time investigators in the unit who don't work in the school. All they work is investigations in this unit, which are primarily sex crimes. But we have around 4 to 5 social workers that are integrated into our unit in patrol and also into the school system as well. So they go with our school resource officer sometimes too. In the juvenile unit, since we specifically investigate crimes against children and sexual crimes, we have a lot of specialized training. We have 3 forensic interviewers. There's 3 of our detectives, including myself, that are forensic interviewers, and I actually have 2 more going to training to be forensic interviewers of children. We take mandatory sexual assault investigation training from the state, which is related to the victim-centered training that we have, but we also go on above and beyond that. I've been to the Dallas Crimes Against Children Conference. We try to send somebody like every year. Last year, since COVID, we had several detectives do it via online training. So they were able to give out their training over line. So we did online classes through the Dallas Crimes Against Children Conference. We intend to send more people this year, whether it be through a Zoom training or whether it's in person. But we get a lot of specialized training specifically for these type of crimes, and actually internet crimes against children as well. So I've found investigating these cases for so long that a lot of people they have a lot of mixed emotions. These are very emotional crimes. Most victims know they're offenders, so you have somebody who's probably taking advantage of that relationship and manipulating those feelings. A lot of times it's family too. So they're scared. This could be their first time talking to a police officer, so they're scared of that. And for that reason, I have our detectives reach out to them and let them know, this is who I am and I work for you. So what do you want to do? A lot of victims feel guilty or ashamed of these crimes, and they don't need to. We're not here to judge, we're here to help them. Right. So we try to make this process for the victim as trauma-informed and victim-centered as possible. We want to give them the feeling of security and normalcy back to their life. We can also help the victim get in contact with many different resources in the community. We work together closely with Family Resources, Breaking Traffic, the Child Abuse Council, the Rock Island County Child Advocacy Center, CYFS. We have them right here in the police department. They're attached to our juvenile unit. We will help them with Rock Island County State's Attorney's Office. There's also a victim advocate there. Depending on the victim's needs, we can steer them in any direction they want. We can help them obtain an order of protection. We can answer all of their questions. Well, our role begins when a report is made, and we can get a report several different ways. The victim can come straight to us and talk to us. They can go to a hospital and be examined, and then a nurse or some medical provider will call us. At that point, we give the rights to the victim. They can decide if they want to talk to us or not. They can decide if they want to collect evidence and give it to us. They can talk to us then. They can just say, hold on to the evidence, maybe I'll talk to you at some other point. We try to let the victim decide everything in these investigations. DCFS will get reports for them. We'll get reports from school counselors. If they want to pursue this at this time, the criminal investigation, then we'll start with a victim interview. So if that's a child, we will take them for a forensic interview at the Rock Island County CAC. They'll be interviewed by a victim advocate, a forensic interviewer, not the police. So they'll be interviewed. There's 3 female forensic interviewers in our county. So they will only be one-on-one with them. There'll be no police present. It's a very low-pressure situation designed specifically for children. If they're an adult, then it will be an adult investigator who does that interview. And some people specifically want a male or a female investigator. Depending on their comfort level, we have both. We can provide both for them. Well, I think a lot of victims are scared to report for a number of reasons. They feel ashamed, they feel guilty, they feel like nobody believes them, but I want them to feel like we do believe you. You can come here, we will work through these things together, we'll work at your comfort level, we'll let you make the decisions in the investigation. We will keep you informed on every step of it, and if at any point you need to pause or step back, or you need a counselor, resource, you need something, like, we'll help you with those things. At the Bowling Police Department, we want survivors of sexual assault to know that they have a team of people fighting for them here.